how do you dance in a museum?
And then I'm going to get people to move me so that I can move through space.
It's about me handling a human. So for me, that's why it becomes important the moment how we take you. And if we could just bring or at least me, I'm thinking of if it would be possible to bring the intention of this action into the care of a human being that is moving to the other side.
Why place dance in a museum? What does it mean to be exhibited as a performer? Finding the crossover between performance space and exhibition space. The integration of practicality and magic. How as a dance artist do I behave around these precious objects? How does the dancing body coexist with that form and not fall into the trap of illustrating?
Careful, wait.
I can hold on to my breath.
How does being touched enable a different kind of looking? To receive touch starts to flatten out the hierarchy of the senses. Sometimes you just want to look at a painting supported or uninterrupted looking. Can you see through the body? Can you see through your skin? What does it feel like to receive the force, the weight of somebody requesting or inviting people to notice how the soles of their feet feel when they're walking through the gallery, or to notice how the air or the atmosphere feels in the gallery as it brushes past your own skin. And there was something about potentially when the touch became more vigorous or into a push, and what happens when you accelerate that, the heart rate goes up, you're breathing, you take in more oxygen, you can feel the blood going around your body, you begin to interrupt a tune of quiet and contemplation.
The children just rest like that.
I put my glasses on because I don't see the children.
Ah, yes.
Okay, see.
I just wanted to show you, but we can't because of the children.
Most paintings are framed. They have these gilt frames around them that, are there to hang, so that, they're there as a structural support. But if you dismantle that frame, you almost have this sense that the painting would continue to move, that it would start to roll off the canvas, that the blood would fall or continue to drop, or that the momentum that's captured in that painting would somehow continue or evaporate or transform. Standing in front of a painting, understanding that my value is less than the value of that painting. There was all this effort and energy to preserving that object, whereas my object is allowed to exist in its natural state of decline. You have these rates of decomposition to witness, so we're all crumbling, but at just very different speed. The public wander, kind of meander and migrate through the museum space. And it's always at a very similar pace. If you agitated or accelerated these ways of looking, what would be the impact? What would be the repercussions?
Ok, já estou mais satisfeita. Já viu só o estava já viu tarde. Sentar, sentar. Ora,
We often found ourselves playing multiple roles, one of performer, one of guide, one of interpreter, drawing your attention to their body, but also to another body of work. you start to enter into these this area where you sense things a lot more. So you feel things, you don't know them, you feel, and I suppose encouraging people to inhabit that space of sensing and feeling without having to label or articulate. Dismantle a way of being in order to inhabit that very sensory space, but also how quickly we get drawn into then describing or labeling that with language. But there is something so sensual about paintings. You feel the textures of the cloth, you feel the depth of the painting, you believe that there is a landscape. And there's something about the moving body that is in a continuous state of flux, that is collapsing, forming, reforming, transforming. I'd often find myself in a corner surrounded by paintings, and I would first observe not only myself, my body, but also the painting. It became this very private, silent dialogue, this kind of imagined dialogue between the ghost of a painter and my very present body. It almost felt like a conversation about how to approach moving in the gallery.
Do you speak English? So I think in 2016, Venus is probably wearing trainers and has many tattoos. And you know, this Venus was attacked by a suffragette. She was slashed in the back.